Hey guys, Randomz here. Welcome to another tier list video. If you're new, I am Randomz. We do anything random. You could comment a video suggestion right now in the comments below, and I just may get to it in the future. I have done a lot of tier lists. We've done mainly Gorillaz, but now it's time to kind of get off of Gorillaz for now. And I thought I would do another artist who I think my most recent artist who I'd add to my roster of people who I will legitimately listen to. That's Tame Impala. Now I usually start with the first album if I go for a different artist, like I did with Gorillaz, but I thought I'd just skip to Currents, because for his other albums, or past from Currents, it's just a couple songs here and there. I can't really rank the entire album, so it's just a couple songs that he has. I can't think of the top of my head right now, but we're just gonna move in. Currents, here we go. Alright, so the first one, Let It Happen, the kicker, the start off here. This one, I really love the start. I put this in my gym playlist. The start really kicks me off, pumps me up. And it's around the second minute, 2:40 around there of the song. It says, "Tell my mother I'm sorry," and then the beat somewhat changes. That part is really good too. This is definitely a somewhat gym song. Usually gym songs for me are supposed to be hardcore. This one's a little emotional a bit. I seen the music video kind of recently. Probably should have done reaction, but it's okay. Just a guy at the airport and he dies at the airport. I don't know. And it says "Let It Happen." But for this song, I put in the B tier. Now let me just say, opinions. We respect opinions, okay? I want to say mainly for because I have a lot of Gorillaz fans here. Listen to Tame Impala. He may actually be in season 2 or something with Gorillaz after what Noodle posted on her Instagram. But B tier, I don't know if I want to say if this is a close A tier, but for me, how I feel, I put it in the B tier. It's just nothing else really to say. Then the next one, Nangs, that's how you say it. This song, I think there's this song and another song in this album reminds me of the album cover. Just look at it, and if you listen to this song, I can imagine the album cover being animated with the little orb going through while you're listening to it. It just and the whole little like ripple effect. I can see like this album kind of makes the sound of this song if it were to have a sound, the image here. With this one, I actually don't know what he's saying. He says something about this could be different, or I'm not sure, I don't really catch it. But with Nangs, I put in the B tier, and when I do my tier lists, the song that is closest to the letter is better, so it's a tiebreaker. So Let It Happen is better than Nangs for me. This one almost is like an interlude, or it's just like a very tiny song, but I really have nothing else to say about it. But Nangs, B tier. Now for the moment, I don't think I can really, I suck at, when it comes to these like talking about the detail of the song. I'm just gonna say B tier, but it's in the middle of it so far. It's very keeps the same thing, the whole ding ding. It just keeps the whole thing, and then it kind of grows at the end too when it gets a little bit louder. But I don't really have anything else to say with the moment. Just when we talk about my A and S tiers, I'll talk about it. But for this B tier, I can't really say much on it. Okay, now we have Yes, I'm Changing. This one is pretty emotional, in my opinion. Sorry, a little sore throat. But with this one, I put in the B tier, and it's high B tier. This was so close to getting an A tier, like a low A tier. I don't do A minus, A plus. I don't do none of that. But for this one, it was so close because if a song can make me get emotional, it usually goes high, and this one's close. Just I don't know, when with this one, just listen to it. Tell me if you get emotional. Some people do, some don't. Especially with Gorillaz songs, I don't really get emotional for some of the other songs on there with them that I've done in the past on my tier list videos. But with this one, it almost gets me. I don't know, just listening to it at the right time. But for this one, B tier. Alright, next we have Eventually. With this one, not much to say, but with this one, just when it gets into the main part, somewhat emotional. I kind of get a little emotion from this one. But this is our first differentiator. I totally butchered that. This is the first one that's going to be different. It's not in the B tier. This one's in the A tier. I think because with this one, the beat, obviously, you know, I really suck with these tier lists. But with this one, I do get a bit emotional, like mid to late of the song. Then I see her here like around the 320 mark. You hear that? I don't know what we want to call it. You don't hear it until like the mid late of the song, and it plays along with the beat as well. It's kind of like a high pitch keyboard thing. I'm not sure, but that one too. I like how this one grows as well. But A tier for Eventually. Okay, so this is the other song that reminds me of the album cover, and it's Gossip. With this one, I put it in the, is this right? Yeah, I put it in the C tier because really short, very repetitive, sounds the same. It's just average. It's whatever, really. There's nothing much to say with this one, but it reminds me of the album cover, so C tier. All right, and then pretty much, I'm not sure. Not sure if I want to say this, but maybe his most popular song, you think? I'm not sure. Most successful song as well? I'm not sure, but the less I know, the better. There's a lot of memes. I only seen like 2 or 3 memes on this song, but I can imagine that the memes probably butchered this song. Same with Sicko Mode. The radio killed it. I don't think Tame Impala would ever be on the radio. I can never see his type of music being on the radio. Maybe a couple. Maybe Elephant. I could see that being on the radio, but I feel like he would never be on the radio. I don't know why. I'm probably going to get a lot of slack for this one. I'm going to get butchered myself because I put this in the high B tier. It's the highest of the B tier. With me, I don't know what it is, you know. It's like with Feel Good. Even though it's a very popular, overrated song, I'm still going to go with what I think. And this is a high B tier song. I think it's pretty beautiful in the middle and late of the song. I know this is it's like a big shot song. It's just B tier. That's how I feel. I have nothing else to say. I really suck, as I say, with like talking about detail. If you guys could leave a comment for the future tier list videos, what more can I add to it? You know, because I just say, oh, the lyrics were good, the beat was good. It's like there's got to be something else to talk about, you know. But the less I know, the better. B tier.
The less you know, Eugene, the better.
Alright, this one, Past Life. I almost put this in the I don't know section, but I listened to it more, and I now have an opinion, and I put it in the B tier, but it's kind of in the back of the B tier. There's a part, it sounds like kind of ear rape, or like he's just like bass boosted hella loud. But I guess it's just for the song. This song and a lot of the songs, almost a couple of the songs in this tier list remind me of Floating in Space. I don't know why, but when he says, you know, from a past life, it's just like I imagine I'm floating in space or something like that. Every time I hear that part of this song and a couple other parts in this album. But yeah, B tier, not much to say with it, but yeah. Alright, little confusion in my tier list. If you see it, you see it. It's the next song, but we'll just kind of roll over with it. But first, B tier, Disciples for B tier. I kind of want to put it higher, but I think I'd get a lot of slack. I really like the song. The start till the mid to the end, you know, I just love it all. I don't know what is it with me. Ever since Gorillaz Song Machine, it's like the beginning of songs are the best. I don't know what it is, but just like ever since Song Machine, and then with this one, it's like that beginning start is so good. I don't know what it is. It's just the start kicks it all off, kicks the song off, and it's so good. Then if you already took a peek, I don't know why this happened, but whatever, we'll just go with it. Cause I'm a Man is in C tier. This song, I almost want to put it in the D tier. I don't really like the song. I don't know what it is. It almost sounds like he's saying, cause I'm a mammal. That's what I thought he said at the start. But of course the title deconfirms it. kind of the same thing because I'm a mammal, whatever. But I just don't feel the song whatsoever. I think it's probably it's high C tier. I probably like Gossip a bit better. I'd say Gossip in this one is a tiebreaker, but I don't know why. I just don't really like the song that much. Then we have Reality in Motion. Okay, so this one, I didn't think I had anything in the I don't know tier list, but this is the first one. It's because I don't know where to rank this one. I have no opinion when I listen to it. It reminds me of a song that, let's say we got a movie. We're watching a movie, and kids got out of high school, or it's summer break. It's the last day of school. This is like the song that I'd imagine plays in the background while we see our main characters walking out. I don't know, I just imagine this song being that type of song. But I had no opinion on it, so it goes in the I don't know tier. Then for Love/Paranoia, I have no same thing. I don't know tier. I have no opinion on it. Like I say, when I do these tier lists, I listen to each and every song, rank them, then I'll film it, edit, upload, and you're watching it right now. No opinion on this one. Then we end off with the original album. We're gonna do the B-sides as well, which I don't know why it's called B-sides. With Gorillaz, this is the first one I heard with Gorillaz. The first one is G-sides because the album is called Gorillaz, self-titled. So G, take the first letter, sides. Then the second album, Demon Days, so we call it D-sides, Demon Sides. You take that first initial letter of the title of the album. But with this one, he called it B-sides. I don't know why you call it B-sides. Wouldn't it be called C-sides? Because Currents, take the first letter. I don't know why. I have no clue. But the ender, usually the beginning and end of albums should be good in my opinion, especially the ender. And with this one, it's a good one. New person, same old mistakes. This is the highest song, and it goes in the A tier. This is the best song on the album in my opinion, and I have it right here. I don't want it to catch on mic. I'll have to say the beat, his voice, the progression of the song. Listen to the song. It's 6 minutes and 3 seconds, but it's really good. Listen to this one if you don't know Tame Impala. If you don't even know him and you clicked on the video, listen to this album. I'd recommend this one first, I guess. Then go ahead and go to Slow Rush, which I pretty much just broke the little surprise. Of course, I'll do Slow Rush after this. But I'm still gonna do my little cool style I do at the end, like kind of a cliffhanger type thing. But yeah, this is the highest one. I really like this song the most in the A tier. I was thinking S tier. Maybe it'll grow, but for now it's high A tier. It almost gets the S tier. But that is all for this album. But then he had the B-sides, so we'll go and do the B-sides next. Now we go to his B-sides, list of people to try and forget. I just recently noticed that he had a B-sides. I didn't even know. So this was like new. It's like new candy to me, like a kid. People who probably followed him. This album came out. They probably already knew about it. But me, I just heard the basic album. Oh, he has He has 3 more songs. Whoa! So I just listened to it. And am I gonna say this right now? I think I'm gonna say it. So we're gonna kick it off with the best song of the B-sides. Was it List of People? I almost want to put I at the time of making it, I put in the B tier, high B tier. I almost now want to say A tier. It's so good. I don't know what you want to call it, but I guess the fastness, if that's the word of it, the fastness of how he says at the start. Now I gotta forget, like the way he says it, and I don't know, the rhythm of it. It's really perfect. The beat's really good. The only thing I kind of dislike about this song is the extremely loud. What do you want to call it? Like it's like the chorus. It's him, but it sounds very angelic, like an angel singing, but it's so loud. I kind of wish he had more. He kept it kind of down low with the beginning of how it starts at the start. Keep it low. Don't do it so loud. But that's kind of my only gripe with the song. But for the B-sides, this is the best song. But the other songs are good too. But this is the best one. I almost want to say A tier, but it's in the B tier as the making of this, in the making of making the tier list. That was really weird saying that, but yeah. List of people, B tier. Okay, next, power lines. Wow, in the making of this tier list, I put in the C tier. My apologies. I would like to put it in the B tier if you don't mind, because this one definitely grew. B tier, but it'd be like in the back. Nothing. It doesn't overtop list of people for me. Which this reminds me of Damon Albarn. Same thing with Tame Impala and almost every other artist. I don't know if he made this song. Did he make this song to put it on the album? But then he thought, oh, there's too many songs on the album, so we'll just put it on the B-sides. It's like if you're making music, put it all in the album. Don't do no cut songs. Keep it all in. I'm not sure with Tame Impala here. Did he make this after? No, I'm not sure. But with artists, don't be afraid. Put every freaking song that you made for the album into the album, okay? But for power lines, I would like to put it in the B tier. But when I made this, I put it in C tier. It's because when I listen to songs for the first time, it's going to be low, possibly. But then, you know, in time, it grows, and this one was a grower, and I'd like to put it in the B tier. But this one is just, I think, pure instrumental, I think, if I remember. This one reminds me of Sweepstakes, which is from Gorillaz, Plastic Beach. It's a grower. It evolves, and it keeps growing, adding more instruments throughout time. Yeah, really good. Then the last one, you could say the real last one, which this would probably be better if this was the final song in the real album. New Person, Same Old Mistakes. I don't know if that felt like an ender song, but this one feels better of an ending type of song. Especially at the very end when you hear it and it goes with the title. But this is Taxis here. In the making of this freaking tier list, I put it in the C tier. I don't know why. I'd put this in the B tier if I could. Yeah, I made this tier list a couple of weeks ago, so this video is pretty late. Actually, if you follow my Twitter, you guys already would have known that this was coming. Follow my Twitter, link in the description below, because I did like a little teaser. I said coming soon, and it was every song from this album, so people knew, oh, it's another tier list video. But anyway, C tier for Taxis here, but I would like to move it to B tier. This one was a grower, somewhat emotional, kind of emotional for me, and then it's pretty good for an ending. I don't know why, because Taxis here, you know, he's leaving. I don't know, it's just that goodbye type of vibe. So I felt like this should have been the real ender here. But for Taxis here, I like the ending. It's pretty. It goes with the title. You know, you hear car coming, then open door, closes it, and it goes off, and then boom, it ends. That would have been kind of a better ending, in my opinion. But that's it. That is the Tame Impala Currents tier list. When it comes to his other albums, let me take a look. I already know I would love to do Slow Rush for sure. So I see here Currents, Slow Rush, Lonerism, Inner Speaker, Discography, if that's how I said it right. Yeah, for the old ones, I want to say for his older stuff, it's like cherry picking. He has like a couple songs here and there. Like I'll just say half full glass of wine. That was really good. Some of these I can't even pronounce, but he's got a lot of good cherry pick. You know, a couple single songs I'd pick here and there, but nothing big enough because a whole bunch of songs would be in the I don't know, and like 3 songs would be I know where to rank them. But anyway, that's why I'm not going to do any of his older albums. If you're very curious and you want to know an older song, my opinion, leave a comment below. Say, what do you think of this song? And I'll tell you straight up if I were to just rank it based off of how it is. And I would say, you know, be A tier for it being a song. Okay, I'm not sure if this is accurate, but I'm going to go for it. So Tame Impala, he did Currents. It was so successful. It was really good. He took I don't know. I know with Gorillaz, but I don't know with Tame Impala. He took a couple years off. Who knows what he did? But then we seen a room filled with sand, and that became Slow Rush. I don't know. With Gorillaz, I know because the last cliffhanger thing I did was and we never seen Gorillaz again, and it was almost a decade, and I'm still not sure if it was a decade. Boom, and then Humans came, and I haven't done Humans yet. But with Tame Impala, I was trying to go with that little cliffhanger there. So the next one will be Slow Rush. It's not gonna be my next tier list, I think. I want to do Daft Punk or Jamiroquai or I think Mr. Jukes will be next. If you don't know Mr. Jukes, highly underrated. Subscribe, hit like if you like the video, leave a comment. What do you think of this tier list? Hit the bell, because I want you to watch my Mr. Jukes tier list video. He is so underrated. He's gonna grow. I know he's gonna grow. I would love to invest in Mr. Jukes because he's so freaking good. If you don't know him, listen to God First. That's his album, his first ever album. He was with another band, but I have no clue. I just care for Mr. Jukes only. He has another album coming, a new album. That's why I want to get his first album tier list. Then we can do his new one, which he came out with 3 songs already, and I'm not feeling it. There's like one that's okay. I'm not feeling it so far, so I think his first album will be better. But anyway, this was Tame Impala. In the future, I would love to do the Slow Rush. One of my friends already showed him my opinion, and I don't know if he'd watch that one because my detailing of talking about songs sucks. Hey, maybe that was a fake tier list. You never know, or maybe things would change. I'll have to see. But anyway, this was Tame Impala Currents. We did the tier list. Feels awesome. And I'll just tell you right now, in the future, I would love to do Jamiroquai, Daft Punk, more. The only Tame Impala song now album is Slow Rush, and that's it. No more from him. Then Mr. Jukes, and I think that's it. Maybe Billie Eilish with When We Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? If that's what it's called. Because I do like Billie Eilish, actually. Then, of course, with Gorillaz, Humans. But we did so much Gorillaz that I want to take a kind of a break from that. And then kind of... I'll tell you what, we're going to do one more other artist. And it's probably going to be Mr. Jukes with God First. And then I will go back to Humans. Possibly. Most likely. So this has been Randomz. I hope you guys like, subscribe, share the video so we can keep growing. I love you guys so much. We'll see you guys in the future videos to come. Peace out.